everybody.
Hi.
We are back, and we hope that you're all staying safe and sane as this pandemic continues on.
Yeah. Today we're going to hear from Sean and Bridget Goertzen, and we'll let them introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Sean Goertzen. This is my wife, Bridget.
Hi, and we're making a video. We've never done this before. We have been married for 21 years next month. See, we were both born here.
By the same doctor.
Yeah, delivered by the same doctor, even we're 2 years apart though. And went to all the same schools. Kind of after high school, we were hanging out with the same people and realized we were spending a lot of time together, so why not be the first of our friends to get married, right? So we did. We're still married and we have a lot of fun, so.
We do.
Yeah. I am the director of religious education at the Cathedral downtown. I have been a parishioner there for many, many years.
And I'm a building contractor, do remodels, additions, snowplow in the winter. Joined the church about 3 years ago. I've been enjoying it. Being a part of RCIA and the middle school youth group has been great for me. It's helped me learn a whole lot. That's who we are.
So our biggest changes since the quarantine for coronavirus, of course, are that I'm not able to go to work. Working for a church, we got completely shut down. So it's been kind of interesting not knowing what to do with myself, missing the kids, and of course there's always the uncertainty about where your income's going to come from.
My work's been able to continue. Fortunately, I've had to stop a couple of projects that I have to work in somebody's house, but newer construction, I can continue doing that. If I need to do some outside work on somebody's house, I can still do that too. But not being able to do work with the RCIA group, middle school youth group, confirmation, baptism, stuff like that is adult baptism. It's been, stressful.
Another one of the biggest changes was having 3 children in 3 different schools home all at once. Yeah, and when everything initially happened, we left town with the kids and for a couple trips out to a remote spot that we have for a couple weeks at a time. The challenge there though was getting internet. So the kids started to get a little behind and we had to make sure we got back before the end of school to make sure that everything was going well. That was a really great time for us to kind of get away and not have all the daily reminders of how life changed for everybody else. We were kind of living on a different schedule and it was a little more normal for the kids, I think. That was what I wanted for them, was not to feel like everything in their world had changed so dramatically. I think after 21 years of marriage, we're pretty comfortable with a lot of things that come and go. We have a lot of strengths and weaknesses and kind of building each other up and supporting each other when one is down. Even financially, being married this long, you have your up years, your down years, and I think we've just learned after all this time, you just roll with it. My spouse is my best friend, so things can get a little tense every once in a while when we're just unsure and there's a lot of stress going on, not knowing where money's coming from, family issues. I still have to sleep with him at the end of the day, and it's nice to be able to kind of think about that and just give each other the space that we need sometimes to process, because we're kind of stuck together right now a lot more than we normally would be. And so, me being in the house and wanting my floor clean, and then the kids running in and out, and Sean running in and out, and the dog running in and out, and I'm going, oh my gosh, the floor. But then at the end of the day, it's not that important. It's just the floor. So, but I think it's kind of changed me kind of individual, as an individual, this whole thing. I am not good with change. So after a while, the isolation kind of really started to hit me hard, and I had a hard time praying and finishing my prayers because I would get going on a prayer and then all the outside world would start coming in, and I just couldn't finish, and I'd end up in tears or just choked up, like feeling very, very helpless. I don't know that I shared that with you much, other than you probably had figured out that I was not okay a lot of times. Doing my best though for the kids and, you know, for you, and trying to keep things stable, but this has really been hard for me.
So as I work individually, I don't have employees, I don't have a lot of other people that I work with. I usually do a lot of my work by myself, so I can keep myself busy. Even at work, I do most everything on my own. And what I've come to realize is, especially in this time, that I need to be around the family a little bit more often, because they don't want to be alone. But I'm also very sociable. I want to see people, I want to see friends, I want to see family. My family's not coming up this year. That they had all planned to be in here. We had 12 people coming up here this summer, and they're not going to be here. And seeing our family member, our other family member, Bridget's family, we're very cautious around it because our niece just had a baby a few days ago. And we want to be very cautious about being around people and making sure that we're all healthy and we can see the baby when it gets back to town. So
Hopefully tomorrow.
hopefully tomorrow.
Hopefully tomorrow.
Yeah, awesome. So
By the time you see this, it will have been a few days ago. But.
right. But again, I don't mind doing things on my own because that's where I do a lot of my work. But on the other hand, I like to be around people and enjoy the love that they give.
Yeah, I think one of the things that the biggest, if I could put it in a sort of a nutshell, family-wise, the biggest challenge, Sean kind of touched on it, but being part of the sandwich generation where we're raising children and we're also caring for our parents who are vulnerable and don't want to get sick. And it puts us in a place of caring for them, shopping for them, things like that, with the children also wanting to see their friends and they really couldn't, and all kind of being smashed together and feeling like we couldn't do everything just right. We were always possibly doing something wrong, and so I'm really looking forward to not doing that anymore. So being separated from the physical church, that was really hard at first. I would text Father Pat sometimes and say, can I just bring the kids to the chapel? They just want to go to church. They just wanted to be there. We wanted to be there over time. And of course, he said we could, but I never ended up doing it because then I felt really bad. And I didn't want to overstep a comfort boundary. But I think finally getting to go to Mass has been a real blessing, even though it's in the hall at the Cathedral, which is taking some getting used to. It's still great to just be there with my little community. I owe a debt of gratitude to Dominique Johnson for getting us set up for the live stream at the Cathedral. That meant so much to us, and especially to Father Pat. He really didn't have much to do. He tinkered a lot, and he did a lot around the rectory and prepared a lot of things, and that's great. It was hard for me working at a church and usually being so interactive with the people there, not being able to see them all the time, daily. So there was that separation too, because we really try to build each other up, when we're together, and I was really missing that. It nurtures my faith life to do what I do, and so, like I say, sometimes it's hard when I feel like that huge chunk of who I am and my faith kind of left, and I don't know when I'm getting it back. So
I feel pretty much the same way, not being able to do the faith formations, again with RCIA and middle school youth group, not being able to do confirmations this year, the baptisms that are waiting to happen. we're really looking forward to getting that going again. Other than that, I mean, we do our daily prayers, we read, try and follow the masses as we can, but just getting back to Mass this past couple of weeks has been wonderful. Unfortunately, we're in the hall, not in the church, but we're still having Mass, and everything is there. The Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit are there. Fortunately, we can only have so many people there at this time, and we're trying to open up more Masses, but we're lacking volunteers to usher, and we have to have at least 2 ushers.
Yeah, we can't do it without volunteers. If you feel like you are comfortable, whether you're at the Cathedral or St. Paul's, reach out to the office and let them know that you're willing to help wherever you can. We just want to get back to normal. Not a new normal, just a regular normal.
Yeah, we're going back to our
Yeah,
old normal.
that's what we're going for. The end. All right, we'd like to end with a prayer. I got this one off of a website inspired by Pope John, well, not Pope John Paul, but Pope Francis. And I really liked it. So I thought it was kind of appropriate. So, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Lord, thank you for dwelling in our very own family with all its daily troubles and joys. Thank you that we can come to you transparently with our messiness, without hiding behind a mask of false perfection. Please guide us as we seek to make our home your dwelling place. Inspire us with signs of thoughtfulness and kindness so that our family continues to grow in our love for you and one another. Dear God, please watch over all of us. Jumped the gun. Dear Lord, please watch over all of us and all of our families and our married couples as we are learning to roll with it. That's, after 21 years, you do roll with it a little bit, and I hope that especially for some of our young couples, that this will be a great learning experience for them, and to never stop reaching out and wanting to be with each other. Lord, please watch over us, keep us safe until we all get to meet again. Amen.
Awesome. God bless you all, and take care.
Thank you, Bridget and Sean, for sharing that insight into your lives with us. And yeah, it's getting a little real, this quarantine business going on for so long, and we are looking forward to getting back to normal as well.
Absolutely. Or some sunshine. Or both.
Yeah, or both. Yeah. But anyway, we will keep you updated on future marriage night happenings, if there are any. And yeah, thanks for watching.
Take care. Bye.
Wash your hands, people.
Wash your hands.